Welcome back, mathematicians. So this is going to be lesson 3, make it scale. Our warm-up here is asking you which one doesn't belong. And I think you could justify a lot of them. Like, to me, the one that doesn't belong stands out is this one, right? Because I've got a square and I've got what looks like a rhombus or some sort of parallelogram. So that one to me looks like it doesn't belong, right? But also this one is the only one that gets smaller from left to right. Um, This one is the only one that stays the same. So you can kind of justify whichever ones uh, you're thinking. It's really meant as a warm up to get you to think. So share your responses with your classmates. Here you're asked to select an image that you want to make a copy of and then continue to the next screen. So I'm going to pick this flower because I think that's what a lot of kids will pick. Now I'm asked to complete the scaled copy of the figure using a scale factor of 2. So it's already started it here for me. So I'm going to have to, let's see. So that's about the distance of it now. And if I'm doing a scale factor of 2, I want it to go out like twice as much. So maybe there. And then I know that it's got like a mirrored reflection there. And it goes up. So that's about the size of it now. I'll say there. And there. And then there are one. So it like goes down, then up, then down, and up. And something's definitely off. So I can try and erase that and maybe redraw that line here. And it doesn't look great, but let's see what's up. Alright, that's not bad. Okay. So it's definitely pretty hard to do, right? Because I'm kind of just estimating unless you put like a ruler to the screen, which you could do. Yeah. What might help you make a more accurate scaled copy? So, like obviously what I just said, right? Like putting a ruler up to the screen might be able to help you because you need to know those dimensions. Make a new scaled copy of the figure on the left using a scale factor of 2. So now, and what you may have noticed someone say earlier is that one thing that can make it easier is to have some tools. And one of those tools can be grid paper because we can use unit lengths to kind of help us with our scaled copy. So in this one, oops, can't draw on that other one, but what I can do is kind of mark out what the dimensions of it are. So I have here the scale factor of 2, so I'm going to be multiplying everything by 2. Now the original stem over there, which is in green, okay, was a length of 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one is a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it went from 4 to 8. So it definitely is a scale factor of 2. So this distance here for the flower now, if I go from here, it starts as 1, but I'm multiplying everything by 2, so it goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over another, so now it goes to 2. And again here, to 2. Now the distance on the original one for this distance here, if I go up, was 3. So now I want to make it 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the distance between here and here, right, was 4 and it's now 8, which is true. And what I know is that that middle triangle that's kind of like the tip of the flower is right in the middle of that. So I know that there's going to be like a vertice of a triangle right there. And now my flower goes, as the tips of the flower goes down 1, and since I'm scaling it by 2, it should go down 2, and then it should go up 2, and then it goes down 2 again, and it should go up 2 again. And let's see how I did. Much easier with the graph paper. So what strategy did I use? You can explain what strategy you use as well. So in this one, you are choosing what scale factor you want to do. It gives you kind of a starting point, and then you're going to continue to finish that point off. So let's do a challenging one. Let's do 0.5. So a scale factor of 0.5 would make this bottom one 3. And the original is 6. So I'm cutting everything by half. I know that my from here up started at 4. 4 times 0.5 is going to be 2, so I'm going up 2. Then I want this distance here. It starts at 2, so 2 times 0.5, that gives me 1, so I'm going for 1. And I know that it connects at the very end. So we can check it now, and it looks good. So now you're settling a dispute. So Sasha thinks the student used a scale factor of 2. Randy thinks the student used a scale factor of 1.5. Who is correct? Well, let's take a look at why each of those think those numbers. So the first one, Sasha thinks it's a scale factor of 2. How might Sasha have gotten 2? Well, let's take a look at the dimensions that we see. So I'll do Sasha's work in blue. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 but diagonal. This new student sketch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8. 1, 2, 3. So one thing that we can work on is it looks like it's 6 times something is 9, and we've done that in the warm-up for the very first lesson of the year, and we said that if you go backwards, do 9 divided by 6, then you can figure out what that number is. And 9 divided by 6 we said was 1.5. So this distance here, we can't exactly count it because it doesn't go through the best grid marks. If we're multiplying everything by 1.5, then it should be, 6 to 9 would be 1.5. 4 times 1.5 would be 6. Uh-oh. Look what happened. So it looks like the scale factor is different based on where you are, where you're measuring. So from here to here, the scale factor went 6 to 9, so it was 1.5. And from here to here, the scale factor went from 4 to 8. So it's a scale factor of 2. And so this sketch is not a scaled copy. So you could say that neither of them are correct. Here you're going to challenge yourself to do more, and then we're going to get to the lesson synthesis. So describe how to draw a scaled copy. Include a few important things to remember. Use a figure on the left if it helps you with your thinking. So after you do these, teacher can check them. Use the sketch tool to draw a scaled copy of the polygon using a scale factor of 3. So first we're going to look at the dimensions. This is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is 2. And this one is, so this one doesn't again go through grid marks, right? But what I can do is use this graph paper to help me. I can draw a triangle there that does go by grid marks, and it's a 4 by 2 triangle. Okay, now this is really important because this is something that you're going to have to get used to doing because not all lines perfectly fit on a grid paper. So my scale factor is 3, which means I'm multiplying everything by 3. So this by 3 would be 12, so my top is going to be 12. I know that each of these big ones is 5. So if I do 5, 10, 11, 12, let's get that more. There's 12. I know going down starts at 2. 2 times 3 gives me 6, so I'm going down 6. Okay, now here's kind of the trick here. So this purple that I'm using to help me just to like draw the new copy is 12 down. So I'm going to draw that purple again, going 12 down. 5, 10, 11, 12. It's 2 over. Multiply it by 3, you get 6 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that, even though I can't measure this, I know that that line, that part of my shape here, goes from this part of the triangle to this part. And then here to here it goes back. Okay, so sometimes you have to use this as a tool to help you. Okay, and then when you're done with it, you can just delete it. So I don't know about you, but I understood this lesson and I feel great about it.